Are you listening to Unab On Air right now? If not, what are you waiting for?
A new program has arrived on unabradio.com to live the English language.
Are you listening to Unab On Air right now?
Unab On Air will bring you news, interviews, and the best music for your Thursday afternoon. Join us at unabradio.com and enjoy the Unab On Air experience. News, interviews, and the best music for your Thursday afternoon.
Now, good morning for everybody. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. I was 15 minutes ago. I was hungry.
You were hungry. I'm hungry now.
You hungry now? Not anymore. You know, when I was driving to the university, I realized the semester is about to end.
It is.
We have just 2 weeks.
2 weeks finally. Yes.
This week and the next week. And when in my personal case, it's very difficult for me to make a closure on this stuff because, you know, I'm not the kind of person who likes to look back, you know,
to the past.
Yeah,
Okay.
and compare stuff like
Yeah.
people when people say 1 year ago I was doing this and this and that, or 1 year ago I had this objective and I accomplished them, or I never accomplished them, or I forgot them. So in that way, it's very difficult for me. What I do is, well, I'm a teacher, you know. What I do is I take the students I have in my class, and I start talking to them, you know. And if I see that they have a higher level, or they have the possibility and the capacity to have like a short conversation with me, well, depending to the level, I will say it was a great semester. If not, I personally start like making questions myself, like asking myself, what did I do wrong?
Or how can I get better?
Or how can I get better? I mean, it's like, well, in 4 months, what happened with this guy or this girl who never reached the goal,
right level,
you know?
Yeah.
That's a question I start making only in that moment, because you know you got quizzes and you have a follow up, a procedure. You can see the guy every single day. You know all the kind of clothes he has. You know all the moods he has. But the process per se, it's something that you only check at the end of the semester.
Yeah.
You know, and I would like to know if those guys do the same with the teacher.
Yeah, I think that all of us, when we finish the semester or the like the career per se, we kind of think like, okay, how much did I learn, or why did I like the most?
Yeah.
With which teacher I think is better teaching, because sometimes there's like teachers that they know a lot, when they have a lot of knowledge,
Yeah.
but they are not so good teaching.
Yeah.
Because teaching is not easy at
No,
all.
no, it's not easy at all. And it's changing and it's evolving and it's
Yeah.
mutating into new things and stuff.
So yes, I think as a students we when I was a student, I often, like at the end of the semester, say like, okay, I really like this class. I learned a lot. And if not, I mean, anyway, the teachers usually like make I don't know, like an exam, like co-exam,
Yeah.
and they ask to the students like
Survey.
yeah, like
Yeah.
a survey, like
A survey at the end of the semester. Yeah.
they ask like, what do you like the most? What do
Yeah.
you think it can get better?
Yeah.
Because it's normal that it's not perfect, anyways.
Yeah, but let me be a little bit clear about that. That's the process I do to collect your opinion.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would like to know how they do to get our opinion. For
Yeah.
example, you know, we have multiple intelligences,
Yeah.
right? Every single person learns, in this
Different,
case,
yeah.
a language in a different way. Some of them are more visual, some of them are more organic, some of them are more audio, some of them are, they have different intelligence. I would like to know if at the end of the semester, when we say, okay, classes is over, thank you very much, blah 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 blah, feedback, blah 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 blah. I would like to know if students after that moment they take a minute to say, this teacher really, hit on the point, and I really learned a lot. Or no, I'm more visual, and he was more organic, or he was more organic, and I am more visual.
I think yes, because I mean, at least for English, that you have to see a lot of levels, different levels. I think when you have like a good experience on your class with a teacher, because you feel like the way he teaches is also like complement to the way you can learn better. That's when people start to say, okay, I need to make this next level, and I want to do it with that same teacher. And they search for classes with that teacher. And in the same way with the opposite, right? I mean, when you feel like you don't connect with that teacher, or you didn't learn much, it's like, okay, I don't want that anymore. Yeah.
I'm asking you because we have the formal surveys and the academic questionnaires, and we have the formal way to collect information. But I'm really recently I've been really interested on the undertext, on the subtext. I mean, when students they gather and they start talking in the way they speak, using the values or the adjectives they use to refer to teachers and classes. Yes. I'm very interested on that thing, because I can imagine that you can learn a lot from that. Sometimes the students, they are not on the mood to be in a class, and still you got it there, and you try to motivate them and to join into the activities and stuff. But all that interaction at the end produces on a student a positive comment or a not so positive comment. When you're on the cafeteria and surrounding the spaces of the university, you listen to the guys, right? But when they realize you are there, they're
quiet. Yeah,
they get quiet and say, "Hey, teacher, very good class," and you don't know. I would like to know. I would like to get into that context, the subtext. Below the academic survey, below the academic questionnaire, because I know students, they have very good ideas, right? And normally when they talk about teacher or a class, they those ideas just pop up,
Yeah.
They say, why not he does this? It would be better if he does this. Well, I would like a class like this. And those ideas will be very, very, like gold in our minds.
I think it's also important, like the fact that if you as a teacher make them feel like on confidence.
Yeah.
I mean, because sometimes there are teachers that are more like, I don't know how to say. I mean, like, okay, you don't like it. Sorry, but it is what it is, I mean, and you just, like a student, you just get quiet and say, okay. Yeah, because you cannot do anything about it. But there are other teachers that make the class like a more confidence space.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they can be doing the class, and like what you say, maybe a student like pop up a new idea, and they feel like the confidence to say, hey, teacher, what do you think if we do this? Or I saw a video where this happens. We can try it. And the teacher is like, okay, yes, that's a good idea. Because, sometimes we're not looking social media every day or something like that. And sometimes the students do. And there's new things every day, every hour. So we can miss some things. But if we are like open to those new ideas, I think we can get better at teaching, and also the students can feel like they are learning in a more positive way, because they feel like in a place where they are appreciated too. They are not just, oh yeah, the students, I don't care. So they are people, and the fact that the teacher feel that the teacher can learn from their students, it's really important, I think.
Now that I'm listening to you, I start thinking about when this idea show up, and it was, I used to teach higher levels, 7 level, 6 level, and now recently I've been teaching first level.
Okay.
When you're on first level, you see, you have very special students. They are freshmen and fresh women.
They're naive.
Yeah, they are not university students. They are still school students. And when you are a school student, you have the audacity to say whatever you want, because you are the bigger guy in high school, but you don't realize you are the youngest guy here. So the thing is, when I start, talking with these guys, they have a very, like a not academic attitude.
Okay.
We are here. We don't know what we're doing here. I know what I'm studying, but I have no idea what I'm doing in the university. So that is so cool, because you get fresh ideas.
Yeah.
They are not in this academic process, because when you teach students on 6th level and 7th level of English, they have an already background at the university and a lot of career.
And they're also
So
tired.
They have an academic mentality, right? In that way, the feedback you can get from a student 6th level and 7th level is very different from a student from first level, because this guy on first level, he's got a very fresh sentiment about the class, right? And they can, to just hit you with that thing, but still, they realize that is my teacher, so I'm not going to talk in my
my regular language.
Yeah, in my regular language. In that regular language, when you translate the comment of a student between students, not teachers, not academic, not administrations, when they are talking, they have a conversation, and you translate that into academic terms, there's a lot of information that is missing. It's like when you translate something on Google.
Yeah.
There's a lot of information
a lot
that
of
is missing.
connectors now there.
Yeah, a lot of things. No, I never said that. I didn't want to say that. In that particular context is what I would like to get, not be immersed, like, being a fly and being there, and they don't know that I'm there, because they give and still they are still brave enough to say things they will never say in front of a teacher, no matter how confident they are. And I would like to have that information. I don't like when teachers dress in red, for example, and you say, why? Something happened. I don't like when teachers do this activity because I have to work with this girl I like or this boy I like, and I feel comfortable. Things like that. You can actually understand them better and create like a better, why not, a new method to teach your students.
Yeah, don't
That
dress
would be
red.
nice.
So
No.
you kind of wanna like read people's minds.
No.
That's the what kind
No.
of way.
No, I would like to. I would like to be. I would like to have him here, and I'm listening outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about you, about whatever you want, blah blah blah, and I'm going to be outside. Just listen to them, just to get the best of the conversation, because I know some students are not brave enough to say the things like they are. They change it. They put some ridiculous words. There's a ridiculous expression too that I don't understand why they say, me da pena contigo, pero pam.
Yeah.
Y le pueden decir a usted, and they can tell you, whatever they want, and they feel excused because they say me da pena contigo.
Or when they say like, no es por ofender.
Yeah. No es que a mí no me guste, but blah blah blah. No le gusta.
Yeah,
No
just
le
say
meta
it. Yeah.
That's the kind of translation I'm not interested in.
So like no filters.
No filters.
Yeah.
I don't like when teachers take us to the laboratory because la 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 la.
But imagine like a life in that way. I mean, imagine like a life with no filters on people, how people speak.
There's a movie about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one?
The name, I forgot the name. I think it's now. Well, I found the name and I let you know.
Okay.
It's a movie with this guy, this British comedian, who is very tough, very aggressive on his comedy. And in this movie, there is a world where nobody has the capacity to lie.
Tough.
Yeah, that's tough,
Yeah.
There are many situations at the job with the family and stuff. There is one that is the guy is getting to the office, and he's walking to the office and nobody says hello. And then when he sits down on his desk on his computer, he looks at all his colleagues and he says, "Thank God you didn't say hello because I hate you. You're a bitch. You're a whore. You're a thief. You're a wah, wah, wah." And the guy said, "Yeah, we have the same consideration about you. You are a fat madam." It's a nice movie until the moment this guy, the comedian, the main character, he finds something that is a lie. He starts lying. Nobody else
Just him.
has the ability to lie. So they consider that what he is saying is true.
Yeah.
So he gets in the bank, and he says, "I would like to take some money." And the girl say, "Okay, sir, I'm sorry, there's a failure in the system. I don't have the amount that you have in your account. Can you tell me how much money you need?" Because every single person is honest.
Saying the truth, yeah.
So the guy, there's a close up into his mind, and something happened there in the brain, and he says, "I have $50,000. Obviously, he didn't have that money. He was going to take like $50, the final thing he has in the account. And the girl says, "Okay." Start counting the money. And the guy is like, "What's going on here? I don't have that money." And I say something that is not true. And the girl gives the money, and in that moment, the system comes back. And the girl say, "Oh, sir, sorry, the failure has stopped. Now I have the system already working. So let me check your account." And he gives the number of the account, and the girl type the accounts, the numbers, and he looks at the guy and say, "There's a mistake." And the guy say, "What's mistake?" "Yeah, here it says that you have $60. Obviously, this is a mistake. I'm going to report this to the bank. How much money do you have in your account?" The guy said, "I have $1 million." Say, "Okay, I'm going to type here that you have $1 million. Thank you very much for using bank. Bye-bye."
So he just get rich in a
Yeah,
second.
yeah, and he start doing, there's a lady walking by. She's very hot. And the guy said, "I want to mount her." Mount, this word they used to refer to sex. And he says, "Lady, come here." The guy is not very, he's not very cute.
Yeah.
He's not very good looking. And he goes by to the girl and says, "If you don't have sex with me right now, the war is going to end." You know what happens next?
Yeah.
The girl just take the guy. "Hurry up, we have to save the world." They go to a hotel. And the guy has the girl, naked and stuff. And he says, "No, it's not funny, And they go, no, let's start doing, because if not, the world is going to end." He says, no, it's not true. We have just saved the world." And he looks out of the mirror. He says, on the window, he says, "No, the asteroid is not going to crash here anymore. Thank you very much." And the girl goes up, leaves. And he starts, realizing that it's not funny to get things without any validation or any merit on that. And that's when the movie start like turning and making like a real mess of a movie. At the end, he says that he has the capacity to talk with God, and he is the one who is passing the message from God. So he has a lot of people outside his house and waiting for the message from God, and he starts telling a lot of stupid
Like
things.
bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah. things like that. So God says you have to make a concert for me right now, and they start organizing things like that, you know.
Yeah.
And it's a very nice. I'm going to find the name. and I'm
Yeah,
going
it
to,
sounds really interesting. I mean,
Yeah, yeah. And there's a very sad scene when his mother is dying because he's sick, you know, and it's in a madhouse, no, in a pediatric, I think. And he's dying, and mother and his mother says that she's scared, you know, and he start like lying, obviously, and describing how is that place she's going moving.
like heaven.
Yeah, like heaven. It's a beautiful place. All your sisters are there, and your friends are there. They're waiting for you. You're not gonna have any pain. A beautiful picture of a place, right? And he tells that, and his mother died in that moment. And that is the sad thing. The funny thing is when they move the camera, all patients, all doctors, and all nurses looking at the guy. How did you know that? No, because in that moment he says, no,
I talked to
God told me.
God told me.
You talk to God, come on, help me, blah, blah, blah. And that's when the movie starts,
Yeah.
roll over again.
It's like a snowball.
Yeah, yeah.
Just get bigger and bigger and then worse.
And that's a picture of how it will be if nobody had the ability to lie. Sometimes it's necessary to lie.
Yeah. And to have filters. I mean,
Yeah, to have filters.
depending of what kind of person you're talking or where you're talking, because I mean, there even like with jokes, there are jokes that here they might be funny, like yeah, haha, but then you go to another country with another culture or
Yeah.
something like that, and it's like they can put you in jail if
Yeah.
you say like a bad joke, you know.
Yeah. You can put you in another trouble.
Yeah.
Like, for example, talking about these guys who makes comedy, comedians who actually work with racist
Mm.
and commentaries like that. They are genius. They never cross the line.
Mm.
They are in that line.
In the border.
They never cross the line. It's still funny, kind of.
You feel kind of bad.
Yeah, you feel kind of, I'm not comfortable with that commentary, but still funny. But they
Yeah.
never cross the line. That's very, very difficult to do.
Yeah.
Some people here in Colombia, they try to do that, but it's not the same.
They mess up.
Yeah, in Colombia, it's difficult to be a comedian if you want to talk about, real stuff.
Yeah.
If you
Because-
just want to say bad words and funny things, stupid things, you do great. But if you want to talk about the thing how it is, it's difficult to do that.
Because this is still like really delicate in
Mm.
a lot of topics,
Yeah,
because it can hurt like a lot of people. It can like touch their feelings. all that.
and for example, countries like the United States, the differences between races is
Yeah.
a notorious thing. It's difficult to talk about, and many people will feel hurt about that. But here in Colombia, we have so many problems that it's difficult not to focus on one, right? So
Yeah, it's difficult not to hurt someone.
So, what do you normally do when you finish a semester? It's your first semester here, right?
Working here, yes.
In the Unab radio thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you have to do at the end of the semester?
Well, it's the last 2 weeks are really hard because
And your last 2 weeks are these 2 weeks or the ones on December?
no, I mean my last 2 weeks before vacations are on
Ah.
December.
Yeah.
But like the last 2 weeks of the semester per se, like
Yeah.
for students, they're really hard because it's like they have to the students have to deliver the last works,
Mm-hmm.
and they are the tougher ones.
Yeah.
So so yeah, it's like you can try to be relaxed, but still the fact that you can see them like really stressed and really frustrated sometimes, it kind of get on you.
Mm-hmm.
So you start to feel stressed too, and you start to feel like okay, why you're not doing it? What's going on? Yeah, it's kind of annoying, but still, it's kind of refreshing at the end because it's like, okay, it doesn't matter like the end of things. I mean, like the number you get, still you did the whole journey. You complete the journey, and that's something you have to like validate on them because it's not easy to finish a semester. It's not easy to study like in a college like this. That the teachers are really like hard, and they are really smart, so they ask for the students to be their best. So yeah, I think it's kind of frustrating and like stressing at the beginning, but then it's like refreshing, and you kind of feel maybe proud of yourself.
When the semester finishes, and this is the one to complete the program, when the semester finishes, you try to plan the best thing for the next semester.
Yeah.
And in that process, it's necessary to consider all the low moments you have, because not all the classes are the best classes.
Yeah, for sure.
For not even one teacher. I mean, it's impossible one teacher says, all my classes have been top notch. No, that's not possible. So you have to consider that stuff in order to program better your classes, because there are along the semester we have some rhythms.
Yeah.
When the curve is up, then when the curve is down, especially when you are on exams.
Yeah.
At the university, that next week, the curve is very low. Students are tired.
Yeah.
They don't go to class. They,
they don't go. Yeah.
They want to have like I need 1 week to recover from this. So you have to take into consideration those areas in order to make a better planning.
And you can feel like, I feel sometimes like, if it was in my hands, I would give you 1 more week.
Yeah.
Because I know you're tired, because I'm tired too.
Yeah.
But I just can't. So let's just take a Red Bull and finish this.
I like, and I always tell my students when I give them like the schedule. Final exam is here, midterm exam is here, you have to do this here. They start like, it's first week, so they are fresh, writing. Yes. No more, just that. No, teacher, you have to do. And with those dates hard to arrive, they start like, teacher, you know what? I have 3 exams, 1 exposition. Can we do the exam later? No. Because actually, I'm kind of the first teachers who give you the schedule. Ask the other teachers to go better, to go later. They say, no, teacher, it's impossible. And then you say, okay, so it's impossible for him, it's impossible for me. You have to, arrange stuff.
Yeah, you have to do it. Yeah.
Because when you finish your career, you cannot ask your boss, sorry, I cannot come today because I'm tired.
Yeah.
You cannot do that. The university is a long process to become a professional.
Yeah.
Not only on your mind, but only on your behavior.
On your practice, yeah.
You have to start thinking like a guy with no time and no money.
Yeah, you have to be really organized. With students here, like at Unab Radio, they're all from journalism.
Yeah.
And we always tell them like, sometimes they complain like, we don't have time. We have just 1 week to make the note and 1 week to make the podcast or sometimes like that. And we say to them like, like on newspaper, like big newspaper or even here like Vanguardia or something like that, they deliver like a note in 1 day. Or even 3 or 2 notes in 1 day. And they cannot say like, oh no, boss, this I don't have time. I will give it to you tomorrow. Because it's like, okay, you can give it to me tomorrow, but then I will type here that today you didn't deliver anything, and that's on you. They're not going to tell you like, oh yeah, Yeah, no problem. I mean, Queen Elizabeth died today, but we can deliver it tomorrow. Yeah, you know.
She'll wait.
She'll wait. Yeah, because
she's not going anywhere. Just be there.
Yeah, because that's not like how journalism works.
How
then
life
something
works.
happens today, you have to deliver it today. And even if it happens like at midnight, it's like, okay, I know it's midnight, but we have to start working on it right now.
Yeah, that's a difficult thing. Well, the final message for all the people out there is like, you know, enjoy the semester and enjoy the summer. Enjoy the
holidays,
the recess.
Yeah,
enjoy the recess, because there's time for anything and everything in every single day. If you have to rest. If you have to work. If you have to study. The problem is when you start to mix things.
Yeah.
You know,
so you don't do anything at the end.
At the part of the day when you should be sleeping, you should be sleeping.
Yeah.
If not, you're not going to be working like proficiently on the next day. You're going to be, you know, sleepy, tired, and then at night it will happen again and again and again, and that's when the problem starts.
Yeah, try to have like a routine.
Yeah, try to have a routine.
A healthy routine.
Yes, eat well, sleep well, study well. You know, what is study well? If you have exam tomorrow about all the semester, you should be preparing that exam like 2 weeks ago, studying a little part every single day. And the excuse of, nah, teacher, I forget, is not true.
Yeah.
It's there. You just have to find the strategy to connect whatever you are studying.
And don't let things get like all accumulated, because you're just going to, I mean, if you let that happen, it will be like
complete mess,
and then there's nothing to do.
Or you will panic.
Yeah, you'll crash. You start crying. Yeah.
I've never cried. No, never.
No. I haven't.
Because of studies?
No.
No.
But I do have like been like maybe 3 days in a row with no sleep.
I've done that. I did that. I did at the WIS.
That's so bad.
Coca-Cola and
Coffee,
aspirin.
yeah.
Coca-Cola and aspirin.
Don't let them.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
It's not very good. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Hey, are you listening to Unab On Air right now? If not, what are you waiting for?
A new program has arrived on unabradio.com to live the English language.
Are you listening to Unab On Air right now?
Unab On Air will bring you news, interviews, and the best music for your Thursday afternoon. Join us at unabradio.com and enjoy the Unab On Air experience. The news, interviews, and the best music for your Thursday afternoon.